Shalom, back with part 4 to close out. The true Israel would not need defense from other ungodly nations. Okay? You understand that? You have to understand that World War III, okay, whether this nation, that nation, whether they want war or not, it's not up to them. Okay? It is prophecy. It is the will of the Lord. Okay? It will be performed because it has to, again, be fulfilled in order for the kingdom to come in, for Yahweh to set up his kingdom here on the earth, people. Okay? That's according to the testimony, the doctrine. All right? Do you understand? It's prophecy, people. It cannot be changed. It cannot be stopped. It cannot be altered, okay, by any man. Do you understand? All right? Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy upon Jacob. See that? Upon the 12 tribes. And it all starts with the elect people. All right? He's not coming back for all of the nation of Israel, which is as the sand of the sea. Just the elect to start with. The 2/3 that die on this side, pursuant to Zechariah 13:8, pursuant to Romans 11:7. Okay? You know, Israel have not obtained what it seeketh for, but the election have obtained it. Have obtained what? The truth. All right? The wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding. All right? They have obtained salvation. Okay? Which is what the 2/3 seek for, but have not obtained it. You understand? All right? Why? Because they have been given the sleep of slumber. Okay? They have eyes, but they do not see. They have ears, but they do not hear. They're blinded. They're ignorant. Okay? They lie in the congregation of the dead, meaning spiritually and mentally dead. So they cannot come into the counsel of the Lord. You understand? All right? So anyway, I will yet choose Israel. Again, it's the Lord that chooses you. You don't choose him. Okay? St. John's 15:16. Okay? And set them in their own land. You see that? It says here that the Lord will set Israel in their own land. Not the UN, not America, Babylon the Great, not the British Empire, not some Balfour Declaration written up by Rothschild. All right? Do you understand, people? Do you understand what this is saying to you? Right. They're not the people, those people over there. Do you understand? They're not the seed of Israel. They're not the children of the promise. Do you understand that? All right? Okay? Am I telling you that, or am I reading the scriptures? The Lord is telling you that. All right? All right. So let's continue here. So, and strangers shall be joined unto him. The strangers are the Israelite foreigners. Your brothers and sisters that may look like the other nations, speaking that nation's tongue, nonetheless they're Israelites by the seed of their fathers. All right? So, the strangers shall be joined unto who? Unto the elect. All right? And they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob, because the Gentile heathen nations, they've always hated your guts and had you in derision. They're not going to cleave unto you. All right? So, people, make sense. All right? Speak in clarity. Speak with knowledge, with wisdom. Okay? Do you understand? And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Who is it that we're going to possess? The Negro, Latino, Native American. Okay? And remember, we shall all be changed. So anyone that looks like the other nation, speaking that nation's tongue, everyone's going to go back. Okay? They're going to get their pigment back. Okay? If your pigment has been taken away through the generations, whatever, because you're going to be from the darkest brown to the lightest brown in the kingdom. Everybody's going to know who the Israelites are. All right? So I wouldn't worry about that. All right? Because you're going to get the new bodies. You're going to be the immortal God, kings, and priests of the earth. So, who is it that we're going to possess in the land when we're taken back by the Lord in, by the way, first class in the chariots, okay? And we're going to be the immortal God, kings, and priests, right? Because we're going to have those new bodies, which means is we're going to be in the second covenant. We're going to have the laws, statutes, and commandments placed into our inner parts. You understand? All right? So, who is it that we're going to have for servants and handmaids? Well, let's find out. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. You're going to try and tell me you don't know what that's saying? You don't know what that means? Yeah. Starting with the elites, the Edomites especially, and then, the other world leaders of the other 16 heathen nations. They're all going into slavery, captivity, and that's all in the scriptures. Okay? And there's nothing they can do about it. Okay? Give me a minute. Isaiah 49:23. And the kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and the queens thy nursing mothers, and they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. I believe the Lord spoke about it in Genesis, about the serpent, all right, eating dust. You understand that? And again, people, it's just a metaphor. In other words, that we're going to be over them. You understand? All right? And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait upon me. Now, give me a minute. All right, to close out, people. This is 2 Peter 3:10. All right? But the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Yeah. Onto really everybody except the elect. Okay? Because we're waiting on the Lord. All right? And what else is this talking about? So he's going to come as a thief in the night onto Esau, onto the other 16 heathen nations. He's going to show up in the midst of World War III. All right? He's going to use the other nations, Russia, China, Iran, America's own allies in NATO and the EU. They're going to turn on America. That's also in the scriptures. It's also prophecy. And they're going to send missiles onto the corporate state of Israel and America because they're going to be desolation. Go to Jeremiah 49:20. It'll tell you the least of the flock shall draw them out. Draw out who? America and the other nations into World War III. And America and the corporate state of Israel will be left desolations. All right, created by the other nations, and that's the Lord putting his will on the other nations to do so. Okay? It's prophecy, people. There's no getting away from that. All right? So, in which the heavens shall pass away, and the great noise, and the element shall burn with fervent heat. What's that? From the ICBMs, the thermonuclear fire. All right? The earth also, and the works that therein shall be burnt up. Right? Okay? You understand that, people? All right? So you guys continue reading down. But again, that's what's going to happen. All right? Hopefully you're edified. I'm out. I'm on to the next one. Shalom.